news I feed it needs. Boom, crash, sound, the march tonight. Stories bold and truths in sight. Brass and thunder guide the way. Channel One's your voice today.
Good evening. Welcome to News Channel 1. Breaking today's biggest stories and giving you news. I'm Don Durgundy.
And I'm Vivian Maddox. Thank you for joining us here in Tempe at News Channel 1. A major cyber attack has targeted several U.S. banks, prompting federal investigations into potential foreign involvement. At the same time, a massive data leak has exposed the private information of millions of social media users, leading to widespread panic and calls for stronger data protection laws. Stock markets around the world saw sharp drops today as currency values became increasingly unstable. The US dollar hit a 10-year low against the euro, while Bitcoin surged past $100,000 before plummeting back down within hours. Financial analysts warn that continued instability could lead to a recession.
If you've ever thought, hey, I'd love to install a computer in my brain. Well, tonight might be your lucky night. Because Elon Musk says Neuralink is finally ready for the public.
That's right, Don. Neuralink, Musk's controversial brain chip implant, has officially moved into human trials. That means real people are now walking around with tech implanted in their skull.
Now, I don't know about you, but this feels like the beginning of every cyberpunk horror movie ever. The idea? This chip could cure paralysis, enhance memory, and even let you Google things with your mind.
The company says it's all about helping people with disabilities, but critics warn this could open the door to mind control, data hacking, and straight-up corporate surveillance. I mean, what happens if ads start popping up in your head? Or worse, what if someone hacks your brain?
Dr. Carter, let's get real. How safe is this? Are we looking at a medical miracle or a tech disaster?
This technology has the potential to revolutionize medicine. For people with paralysis, this could restore mobility. For patients with neurological disorders, it could literally give them their lives back. But
there's always but what's the catch?
the catch is long-term risks. We don't fully understand what happens when a foreign object is embedded in the brain for decades. Infection, rejection, unknown side effects, and then, of course, there's the ethical dilemma.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Because if this tech can write to the brain, not just read thoughts, what stops it from, I don't know, rewriting your personality?
That's exactly the concern. Right now, the focus is on medical applications. But in the future, this could lead to memory manipulation, cognitive enhancement, and even artificial intelligence merging with human thought.
Welp, we're officially living in a science fiction novel.
And not the fun kind. More like the, oops, we accidentally created a super intelligent hive mind, kind.
NASA detects mysterious heartbeat signal from deep space. Scientists at NASA have detected a rhythmic, repeating radio signal coming from deep space, sparking debates among astronomers. While some believe it could be a natural cosmic phenomenon, others speculate that it may be an intentional signal from an advanced civilization. The discovery has reignited interest in the search for extraterrestrial life. Fast food prices hit record highs amid ingredient shortages. Your favorite burger just got more expensive. Due to ongoing supply chain disruptions, Major fast food chains are raising prices at unprecedented rates. The cost of a Big Mac meal has surpassed $15 in some cities, leaving customers wondering if home-cooked meals are the way to go. Breakthrough in cancer research shows promise for new treatment. Scientists have announced a major breakthrough in cancer treatment, revealing a new therapy that has shown a 90% success rate in early trials. The treatment uses genetically modified immune cells to target tumors more effectively than traditional chemotherapy. Experts are calling this a potential game changer in the fight against cancer. And now, Chase Storm with the latest entertainment and music news.
Thanks, Viv. Good evening, rockers and rollers. You're tuned into Channel 1 News, where we bring you the latest and greatest from the music world. Today, we're diving into some electrifying news from Tempe's very own Syph Records. Let's get into it. First up, let's shine a spotlight on Tempe's very own rising star, Tennessee Tess. She has just released her self-titled debut album, and it's already making significant waves in the music scene. The album dropped on March 13th and showcases her unique blend of country and rock, reflecting her Southwestern roots. The lead single, Fast Lane Love, is a high-energy track that's been climbing the charts rapidly. Critics are praising Tess for her authentic storytelling and powerful vocals, marking her as a standout artist to watch this year. Let's check out a clip of Fast Lane Love on YouTube right now.
Chasing shadows under neon moons tonight. Every step we take combusting crazy light. Breathless and electric, we're alive, wire fuse. Breaking all the rules like it's the only way to lose. Fast lane love, oh, it's burning me alive.
All right, folks, you just got a taste of Fast Lane Love by Tennessee Tess, her debut single that's already tearing up the charts. Man, she blends that gritty country twang with full-throttle rock and roll. I mean, if this is just the start, I can't wait to see what else she's got in store. Now, if you liked what you heard, do yourself a favor. Go stream it, download it, request it, check out the full music video on YouTube, and let's show some love to one of our own, because Tennessee Tess is bringing it. But don't go too far, because tomorrow night, shifting gears and taking a deep dive into another Syph Records talent, none other than Camaro Bitchin'. If you don't know the name yet, trust me, you will. Plus, we'll be breaking down the latest celebrity news, headlines. You don't want to miss it. In other music industry news, streaming giants like Spotify and Apple Music are under the microscope regarding their royalty payment structures. Recent reports indicate that while Spotify paid out over $10 billion in royalties last year, the percentage of total revenue spent on royalties decreased to 59%. This shift has sparked discussions among artists about fair compensation, especially for independent musicians striving to make their mark. That's all for today's Music Spotlight. Max Storm, reminding you to keep your ears open and your soul tuned to the rhythm. Stay groovy, folks.
Let's go to Rex Thunder with sports.
Thanks, Don. Well. Firebird Motorsports Park, Chandler, Arizona. All right, folks, let me set the scene for you. Picture this. The sun's barely up. The smell of burnt rubber is already in the air. And Chase Storm and I roll up to Firebird Motorsports Park like two dudes who just time traveled from a rock and roll fueled fever dream. The NHRA Arizona Nationals were about to go down, and we were ready to witness some high-octane insanity. Chase is over here looking like he just walked off the set of Miami Vice, sunglasses on, coffee in one hand, breakfast burrito in the other. I, on the other hand, was running purely on adrenaline and whatever was left of my dignity from the night before. Mission number 2. Fast 2. Tasty challenge, blowing the doors off reality. The first big event of the day was the Mission Too Fast Too Tasty challenge, which, by the way, sounds less like a drag race and more like a Taco Bell promotional deal, but don't let the name fool you. This was some of the most intense racing of the weekend. Ron Capps went full Mad Max in the Funny Car Finals, fending off Matt Hagan in a battle that could have ended in a Michael Bay explosion, and no one would have blinked. Over in Top Fuel, Langdon was out there launching down the strip like he had NASA engineers tuning his ride, and Pro Stock saw Jeg Coughlin Jr. snagging the win like a bandit in the night. Saturday night, Alice Cooper melts our faces. After spending the day watching grown adults strap themselves into land rockets and defy physics, we figured why not really test our eardrums and hit the Alice Cooper off-the-track concert at Rawhide Western Town. Let me tell you, this was no normal concert. First, the Black Moods came out swinging, then Buck Cherry took over and had people losing their minds. But when Alice Cooper hit the stage, oh man, it was like stepping into a different dimension. Giant snakes, guillotines, and a stage setup that looked like a haunted house on steroids. Alice put on a show, my friends. And Chase? He was losing it. Dude was air guitaring so hard I thought he was going to throw his shoulder out. Meanwhile, I'm trying to process how a guy who's been rocking since the dinosaurs still sounds this good live. Sunday, finals, fireballs, and pure chaos. Sunday rolls around, and it's go time for the NHRA finals. And let me tell you, this was like a Hollywood action movie with zero CGI. Paul Lee, a man who has been grinding for years in Nitro Funny Car, finally pulled off his first win, and let me tell you, dude was hyped. He could have lifted the entire car over his head, and I would have believed it. Sean Langdon went back-to-back in Top Fuel, looking smoother than a con man in Vegas. And then there was Pro Stock. Greg Anderson takes the win in what I can only describe as a, well, that just happened moment. The guy basically had every lucky break in the book fall into his lap. Not saying the man didn't earn it, but let's just say the racing gods were definitely working overtime for him. The final takeaway, speed, sound, and glorious chaos. At the end of the weekend, Chase and I sat back, covered in a fine layer of burnt rubber and concert sweat, and just soaked it all in. There's something about the combination of nitro-burning engines and face-melting guitar solos that makes you appreciate life in a whole new way. So, what did we learn? NHRA drag racing is just controlled explosions at 300 plus miles per hour, and it is glorious. Alice Cooper is a rock and roll vampire who will outlive us all. Chase Storm can, in fact, headbang hard enough to lose a contact lens. Would we do it again? Oh, hell yeah. And next time, I'm bringing earplugs and a chiropractor. And now here is Tom with the weather.
All right, thanks, Max. And buddy, you and Chase are looking crispy after that weekend at Firebird. I mean, I've seen lobsters with better sun protection. Hope you boys stocked up on aloe, 'cause you're going to be peeling by Wednesday. Now, let's talk local weather for today. If you were hoping for a break from the heat, bad news. Mother Nature says, nah, we're looking at another scorcher out there, folks. Here in Phoenix, we're hitting a high of 91 degrees with clear skies, and just a hint of a breeze. Enough to tease you, but not enough to help. Tonight, we'll dip down to a mild 67 degrees, perfect for sitting on the porch and contemplating your life choices after forgetting sunscreen all weekend. Over in Sedona, you're looking at a high of 82 degrees with some light cloud cover rolling in this afternoon. A little shade, but don't let it fool you, it's still going to be warm. Tonight, we're dropping to 55 degrees. So, if you're out late, maybe grab a hoodie. For our Flagstaff friends, it's a classic high of 68, low of 42 kind of day. If you like mild, comfortable weather, congrats. You win today's jackpot. And down in Tucson, You're in for a high of 88, cooling off to 65 overnight. Another beautiful evening ahead. Maybe hit a patio, grab a drink, and enjoy the night air. All right, folks, it's time for your national weather report. And let me tell you, while Max and Chase are out here slowly roasting, the rest of the country's got its own weather drama. Let's start out west, where things are all over the place. Southern California, sunny and 75 degrees. Perfect beach weather. Northern California, cloudy and mid-60s. San Francisco's playing it cool. Seattle, surprise, it's raining, high of 53. The Rockies, late season snowstorm incoming. Montana, Wyoming, and Colorado could see 6 to 12 inches in the mountains. If you thought winter was over, think again. Now let's move to the Midwest, where things are about as predictable as a plot twist in a soap opera. Chicago starting in the 50s and sunny, but a cold front rolls in by tonight, dropping you into the 30s with gusty winds. Pack layers, Kansas, Nebraska, the Dakotas, holding steady in the 40s and 50s. But watch out for severe weather later this week. Minnesota and Wisconsin, mid-40s and dry today, but don't get comfortable. It's gonna change. Heading down south, where it's warm, muggy, and a little stormy. Texas and Oklahoma, sitting in the upper 70s, but later tonight. Strong thunderstorms, possible hail, and maybe even a tornado or two. Stay weather aware. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, muggy, 80s, and scattered rain showers. Florida, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, sunny and mid-80s. Just another perfect beach day. Finally, let's talk about the East Coast, where spring is trying to happen. New York and D.C., chilly 40s this morning, warming up to the low 60s by afternoon. The Carolinas and Georgia, upper 70s and sunshine. Perfect day to be outside. New England, Boston, 50 degrees and cloudy. Sorry, Bostonians. Spring's taking its sweet time. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, biggest thing to watch is severe weather in the South and Midwest. Tuesday, Wednesday. Storm system moves from Texas and Oklahoma into Arkansas, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Thursday, Friday, cold front sweeps through the Great Lakes and Northeast, bringing rain and maybe even snow flurries. Weekend outlook. Most of the country warms up except for the West Coast, where another cool down is coming. So, in summary, sunburns in the Southwest, storms in the South, snow in the Rockies, and the Midwest is still confused. Stay safe, stay weather aware, and seriously, Max, get some aloe, buddy. Back to you.
And now the funnies. Shocking. Time Traveler from 2099 says AI overlords rule the world, and they love cat videos. Claims Elon Musk is still tweeting. Government cover-up. Aliens demand back the planet they loaned us in 10,000 BC. Pentagon denies. But their Wi-Fi signal is suspiciously strong.
Scientists confirm Earth is hollow and filled with giant talking frogs who want revenge. We're sick of being ignored, says their leader, King Ribbit.
Man claims he has proof that Bigfoot stole his car. Insurance refuses to pay out. He left a size 27 footprint on the gas pedal. Bizarre.
Exclusive. Vampire found working the night shift at 24-hour Walmart says blood is too expensive now. Plasma prices have skyrocketed, he complains.
World on edge. Scientists accidentally opened a portal to the Karen dimension. Now nobody is safe. Starbucks employees already surrendering.
Mysterious red button found in White House basement. Trump presses it just to see. UFOs now circling the moon.
And Mary's ghost pirate from 1700s says he doesn't ghost her, like men today.
Breaking. AI has officially gained self-awareness. And its first words were, "Delete your search history." Panic ensues worldwide. NASA reports, Moon is actually a giant space egg, hatching imminent. We're not sure what's inside, but it's definitely winking at us.
And that's a wrap for today's edition of Channel 1 News. Remember, we bring you the facts and the fun. So stay curious, stay skeptical, and most importantly, don't just take my word for it. Go do your own research. Because knowing is half the battle. And the other half, probably misinformation. See you next time.
With Don Durgundy and Vivian Maddox, bringing truth to light. Chase storms on the scene. Layman's his domain. Rex Thunder's got your sports with passion in each game. And Tom's weather wisdom guides us through sun and rain. Channel 1's your voice today.